Good afternoon. Welcome back. It is Monday, April 17th, 2023. We have more birthdays, more events today, and we're going to jump right into the events on this day. And there's only a few events that really stood out. 1988 on this day, Terry Labonte wins at North Wilkesboro. Not surprising there. And he wins driving for Junior Johnson. Again, no surprise there. This would be the second win in a row for Terry at North Wilkesboro. Plus, he won at North Wilkesboro twice for Junior, and he only had 4 wins for Junior the whole time he drove there. So half the wins coming at this track is in 1989. He won at Talladega, I believe Pocono. I'm thinking that off the top of my head that he won Pocono. So he kind of had some odd wins for Junior, but that pairing just wasn't as successful as we thought it was going to be back then. Also on this date, 1994, Terry did win again at North Wilkesboro driving for Rick Hendrick, breaking a huge losing streak for Terry. His last win, like I said, was in 1989 at Talladega driving for Junior. So what's that, almost 5 years that Terry went winless? It was over 100 races, so it was a pretty long streak. On this date in 2011 at Talladega, Clint Bowyer lost to Jimmy Johnson by 2/1000ths of a second in the what ties the closest finish ever with the Craven Busch from 2004 or whatever at Darlington. And I still don't like this win because there's photo evidence of Jimmy going below the line and NASCAR let it stand, but whatever. And then on this date in 2022, 1 year ago, Kyle Busch won at the Bristol Dirt Track, passing leader Tyler Reddick on the last lap after Reddick and Chase Briscoe got into a spin. So now we're going to our birthdays. We're going to start off with an F1 driver, former Formula One driver that is, born on this date in 1954, Mr. Riccardo Patrese. These are the only 2 cards of his that I've got that I could find. I might have a couple buried somewhere else, but there's a little bit about the race action, and there's a little bit of information about Riccardo. And there you see at that time he had 3 F1 victories. I don't know if he added to that total or not. I'll have to look into that maybe. Another former Formula One driver born on this date in 1986, but he's currently an IndyCar driver, Romain Grosjean. So here's a few Topps Chrome F1 cards that I picked up a year or so ago at the card shop. Got these pretty cheap, so I was excited about that. Of course, I've yet to see anything out in the wild, F1-wise, and I probably won't. Born on this date in 1952, former Cup Series driver, part-time, but he was a NASCAR West Series standout, and he competed in the first Brickyard 400, starting 43rd and finishing 42nd after a crash, Mr. Mike Chase. Of course, this uniform here, I believe this was an A.J. Foyt. He drove for A.J. for a few races. I believe that was the uniform he had when he raced at the Brickyard, and he did race in the Truck Series. And I can't remember if that was Frank Vessels, Scoop Vessels owned that truck. And Vessels was one of the founding members of the Truck Series. Got a couple legendary crew chiefs here. Hopefully both these guys will eventually get into the Hall of Fame on their accolades. Born on this date in 1957, he has a few Daytona 500 wins under his belt. Mr. Tony Glover. Of course, he got that first one in 91 with Ernie. Got 2 more with Sterling in 94 and 95. But he was a powerhouse crew chief back during Morgan McClure's strong days. And then when Sterling left to go to Sabco, Tony went with him, and they had moderate success there. That's the only card that I could find with Tony in his Coors Light gear, but still really cool that him and Sterling had a connection, and they kept that through another team. And then our final birthday, again, another legendary crew chief, crew member, etc. Legendary racing family, born on this date in 1956. son of Glenwood. Linwood. Of course, what can you say about this organization? Dating all the way back to NASCAR foundings. Drivers like Pearson and Yarborough, and who else drove for them? Bonnets drove for them. Morgan Shepherd. Just so many legendary drivers, so many wins that he's been a part of over the years. Not going to knock the team today. I don't think that Harrison Burton is the choice that you need to have to be a successful team. I'm sure he brings a little bit of sponsorship money with Dex Imaging, but how long's it been since Ryan Blaney, almost 10 years ago, winning at Pocono, that the 21 car's been in victory lane, and they've been saddled with 99 wins. So their next win will be their 100th. I believe they'll be the fourth. I can't remember. Fourth car number. 21 would be the third or fourth car number, not necessarily team, but yeah, they're kind of just stuck there on 99 wins as a team, I believe. Hopefully they can get that one soon. I don't know if Harrison will turn it around. Don't know how long he's going to be with that team. But we'll just have to wait and see. Again, not knocking Harrison, because he had some success a couple years ago in the 20 car in the for Gibbs and Xfinity, and then the second year he just kind of fell off. So don't know what happened there. But anyway, lots of birthdays today. A few not super events, but we did have a few there that popped up. But definitely a lot of cool birthdays today, folks from all over the map. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure you come back tomorrow. Sure, we'll have something to rip or something to show you, but don't know what that's going to be just yet. So thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we will see you tomorrow.